Liam Neeson has been starring in this kind of action thriller movie quite a lot since Taken. You can argue that it's almost making Liam Neeson's action thriller movies as a sub-genre. Unfortunately, not many of those movies are really worth to watch. His latest movie, called The Marksman, is one of them. In this movie, he plays Jim Hansen, who is an Arizona rancher who's losing his ranch because he spent all his money on his late wife's medical treatment. When he drives by Miguel and his mother Rosa crossing the Mexican border fence, Jim is inclined to call Border Patrol on them. What Jim will not do is turn Rosa and Miguel over to the cartel waiting on the other side of the fence. When Jim discovers the stash of cartel cash they escape with, he decides to help get Miguel to their relatives in Chicago. The cartel decides to cross too and pursue them. This movie has a really generic script. The plot contains so many cliches. The story is heavy-handed to the point of absurdity. This is also the kind of movie where people are particularly good at healing from gunshots, stab wounds, and flipping cars. To make it worse, there's not much action either. The initial shootout at the border fence is promising. It's nothing special, but adequate action for a January movie. Unfortunately, it's a long time before there's much excitement again. The movie doesn't unpack its protagonist enough to know his biases or chart his growth. He's just empty when it starts and fills up a bit as it goes along. The movie also does not give us enough reason for Miguel to trust and cooperate with Jim. Jim is obviously the good guy, so we have to accept that's where Miguel belongs. Character is implied but seldom investigated. Neither Jim or Miguel wounds and frustrations are explored further than the action requires them to be. The movie is too enamored with its low-rent January aesthetics to make any detours towards depth. Its politics are muddled at best, relying on a tired stereotype of Mexican drug cartels to serve as an uncomplicated boogeyman, while a patriotic Vietnam vet traffics an asylum-seeking Mexican child across state lines. By the time Jim faces off against the cartel at the end, it's just useless. They are just generic cartel guys, even the leader. There's no distinct villain which can be overcome with enough heroics, but here it's yet another factor making this movie generic. The film wants to speak to some kind of old-school, Lone Ranger American hero type, but it's too vague, shying away from any controversy to say much at all. We do not recommend this movie at all.